Hey everyone, Nubkeks here and welcome back to Gaming Heroes of the Storm. Today I'm going to be showing you some Zagara gameplay on Blackheart's Bay and it is going to be terrible! I play really badly in this game and I want to kind of talk through what's going on, talk about some of the strategies, some of the coping mechanisms you can bring out, and a bit about kind of what goes wrong for me in particular in this game. And I suppose you're going to see some stuff happens in the draft which is pretty bad as well. But anyway, I came into this game and went, cool, first pick, I'm also the team captain, sweet. I'm going to get to bring you guys a Sonya game. Because I realized that although Sonya is my most played hero in Hero League and the hero with the most wins for me in Hero League, I haven't actually put up a video of Sonya in a very long time. It's funny, if you've seen the streams, you'll have seen lots of Sonya, but I thought, hey, we need to get this up on YouTube and it's going to be pretty good. So you can see here, unfortunately, we've got like these two first picks are going to be for us. The enemy team ban out Kerrigan, it makes sense. I think I'm going to ban out Falstad, who's also very good on this map. There's a few heroes that are good. Zul as well. I think they first pick Zul. Zul's very strong. You could ban Zul as well. Falstad. Yeah. Well, basically what's going to happen here, you see that I've hovered Sonya and my teammate here has hovered Illidan. It actually kind of really annoyed me and put me off from the start of this game that he locked in Illidan. I think it's a really bad choice. So on Blackheart's Bay, you do ideally want a jungling hero, a hero that can put out a lot of damage against the merc camps, because doing the merc camps is extremely important. Someone who can ideally solo them safely and quickly, or alternatively someone that can combo up with whoever's nearby and solo them quickly. Whatever, that's fine. So in my opinion, the best ones in order probably be Sonya, Illidan, Greymane, Rexxar. Something like that. So he just locks in the Illidan, even though I've shown the Sonya, and I was kind of stuck then. I was like, what will I play? I don't even know what to play, because I was kind of assuming I'd get the Sonya because it's a good pick, and I'll explain why in a second. A much better pick, and the Illidan is a very bad pick, and I'll explain why. So I just kind of panic and I pick Zagara. In hindsight, maybe it's not ideal, but I thought it was fine. I just wanted to show you guys some gameplay of Zagara on Blackheart's Bay, so I just went for it. My teammate did put me off quite a lot. The reason is bad. So again, the enemy team, so first of all, he's picking Illidan into Zul, and Zul already really shuts down Illidan's team fight, right? It makes it very difficult for Illidan to team fight, so it's bad. Sonya also works really well against Illidan. Luckily, the enemy team didn't pick Sonya. They had two opportunities there to pick Sonya. They decided not to. They picked Kel'Thuz, who's also good against Illidan, and they picked Arthas, who's also good against Illidan. So they got three heroes that are very solid and very good against Illidan, which just makes the Illidan pick really bad. I have to ban Sonya out then because they could just build a tank Arthas and pick up Sonya as well. And Sonya would still fit amazingly into their draft and they'd have a crazy good draft. So I've got to waste a ban on Sonya. And yeah, it leaves us in a really rough spot if we picked up... I mean, if we picked up Sonya and then he could have picked up whatever he wanted, honestly, like he could have picked up the Kel'Thuz, or Li Ming is very good on this map, or Tracer. There's lots of heroes that are very strong, lots of heroes that would have been good against Zul. Instead, he opted into Illidan, and yeah, it's put us at, I would say, a very large disadvantage right from the start of this. Our teammate picks up Brightwing, and the Brightwing pick is okay. It's not good against anything that the enemy team has. It's not good against their team comp. But it's okay for the map. The global presence is good, and it also denies the enemy team Brightwing, because Brightwing is the support hero that they're probably looking at as being ideal right now. Brightwing shuts down Illidan. Illidan comes in and she polymorphs and makes it very difficult for him. And yeah, it's tough for Illidan to fight against Brightwing. So fair enough, it fits relatively well. We also picked up ETC, and I really didn't like this pick either. So that's 2 out of our 4 picks so far that I really don't like, and I'm somewhat skeptical about the other 2 as well, so it's really not going well for us. ETC is, in my opinion, terrible. He's an amazing tank for sure, but do we have a team fighting team? Do we have a team that can follow up on a mosh pit? The answer is no. In a sense, it's okay that we have ETC because, well, Brightwing would be, I suppose, the support that works very well against ETC, because Brightwing can polymorph the mosh pit away, and that's really good too. So the enemy team can't get that again, so sort of alright, but it's like Illidan doesn't give a damn about mosh pits. Illidan works irrespective of mosh pits. That's why Illidan is good. He gets into the enemy backline. He's very hard to lock down. He's just doing this consistent damage. He's very mobile. He doesn't need CC to do his damage, yeah? He just gets in and he does it regardless. So he really doesn't, the mosh pit really doesn't help him. It's not like he's got good damage output anyway. The way Illidan works is that he does his damage. It's very hard to stop him doing his damage. And it's relatively low damage, but it's kind of consistent, and it gets on your back line. And he just gets in there. He's disruptive. He really doesn't work very well with mosh pit at all. And then I'm going for Zagara on Blackheart's Bay. I'm obviously looking for like a big split push build. I mean, I can churn out some damage if they're in a mosh pit, but nothing on the scale of, let's say, I don't know, like Jaina or Vala, or like most other Chromie, I don't know, Tychus, most other, you know, range damage dealers, like on the other team, like Kelthus, Greymane, they love mosh pit, but not really our team. And you know, the attack speed buff for Illidan is really irrelevant. Then we got a Raynor on top of it. I don't like the Raynor much either. I know most people seem to like Raynor more than I do. I really don't like Raynor as a hero. I understand, I guess, what he's going for here. That he's going to have attack speed buffs, which will stack for Illidan, and will, you know, yeah, cool, like ETC will give Raynor an attack speed buff, and that does substantially improve Raynor's damage, so, you know, it's kind of good, and Raynor can throw down a Hyperion or something, and he'll do a fair bit of damage during a mosh pit, but it's like, if you look at our team here, like, our wave clear is really bad, and we've got, like, a team fight team against a team fight that's so much stronger than ours. It's like, we don't have good map. Like, we don't have much wave clear. The enemy team is better wave clear. They've got a better team fight. They've just got better everything, honestly. Like, we've been outdrafted so hard. Also, I'm going to play terrible here. You can see kind of up top if you look on the minimap. Look at this. Our teammates are fighting, and unsurprisingly, I think our teammates, they lose the fight. Quite badly, in fact. They get absolutely slaughtered. But, I mean, that's what I said. You can see they're messing up my micro. I'm just not, like, on point. You see here, really dumb from me. Raynor dies as well. I'm thinking I can trade with this guy. No, I can't. I get absolutely wiped out. Really bad play from me. Like, really, really bad play. And huge negativity coming out from our team as well. I think Raynor starts flaming me now. Raynor also died stupidly, so I don't see why he's flaming. So I just report him for abusive chat instantly. You know... if you watch my streams, or as anyone who's known, if you watch my gameplay for a while now, I'm such a, like, I'm like the epitome of that. Ain't gonna deal with that. Ain't got time for that. I just, like, I don't have time for anyone's shit. If someone wants to come and whine in the chat, like, I don't want anything to do with it. Take your whining somewhere else. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I just report him. I'm done with it. Don't, like, you gain nothing from listening to someone who's gonna whine. So just get rid of it. And there we go. And, you know, that's a very good tip. Like, when you're not feeling good about yourself or your play, like, I don't remember the last time I died, like, 1v1. I like, at level 1. I don't remember. I never do that, because it's a really bad mistake. And, like, it's not something I do. I'll die at level 1 in, like, a team fight if it's going well, or if we kind of have to force the engagement. But dying just stupidly like that is not something I do. So it's feeling really off my game. And when you are feeling off, or even if you're just feeling under stress, or it's a ranked game just in general, don't sit there and just take people whining. Just block them. Just report them if you want. Block them. Just shut them up. Don't listen to them. Because do you gain anything out of listening to Raynor like give out to you or flame you? You don't gain anything. All it does is make you feel bad and distract you. You'll play a better game and you have more fun if you just silence them. So that's what I did. He's getting caught out of position now. Well done, Raynor. Well done. We love you. But yeah, I mean, like, we've got a bad composition, and we kind of paid for it up there at the start. But who knows? Like, I suppose we could still come back into it. Zagara, I think, could be really powerful in this map, and again, we could create a really powerful split push thing, and it could work out quite well. Again, we've got Illidan who can solo those merc camps. We've got pretty good ganks, like with the ETC and Brightwing, so we could, in theory, make something happen. Zul is normally very safe, double soaking top lanes. He just goes to those top 2 lanes pretty much on his own. Excuse me, got a bit of a burp. He goes to those top lanes just on his own, and he basically just sits there and he soaks both lanes. He just clears both lanes. He can clear them so easily, and he's pretty safe because he's got, once he hits level 7 especially, he'll have Rathamus Blessing, so he'll constantly be healing himself tons. Yeah, it'll be he'll be very effective at doing that. You can see, actually, even another there, a mistake for me, leaving a coin behind. You can see I'm really not on my game at all. Illidan does die up top. That's rather unfortunate. But yeah, Zul can be really strong. But I mean, ETC, we've got a pretty strong gank, so we could maybe kill him if he's out of position. The enemy team, though, they seem to be rotating well and playing pretty well, all things considered, so it's going to be difficult for us. I'm going to run back and grab this coin. Again, the enemy team, I can't see them on the map, so I really can't push forward. I'd like to push forward with that siege camp, but I'm not able to do so because I figured the enemy team could be nearby. We see Greymane is down the bottom lane, and they have their own siege camp pushing up. I come down here, looks like someone's there already. Okay, Kael'thas is there already, that's rather unfortunate. Nothing I can really do against that. He'll take some damage from my poke, but it's really insignificant, really. Ooh, that was actually a nice move by the Greymane. Did you see that? He used his level 4 talent, which gave him stealth, to try get on top of me here. You can see we're a level and a half behind. The Greymane's doing a good job of clearing out my creep. It's pretty rough so far. It's a pretty rough game. This is going pretty terribly. But anyway, this is the specific build I really like for Blackheart's Bay on Zagara, which is level 1. You pick up the bonus damage to your Q. You just wipe out lanes, like you clear lanes so quickly, and you can also clear the mercs that are either neutral camps or pushing in on top of you. You clear them so quickly as well. Brightwing gets a little bit caught out of position, well, more than a little caught out of position. She gets completely caught out and she dies. Unfortunate for her. A little bit, just being a little bit too slow. I don't think that's a huge mistake. I think she was just a little bit too slow, and then they punished it very well. So I don't think that's obviously nothing on the scale of me dying earlier on, which is just awful. That was a small mistake. It's unfortunate, but oh well. You see Raynor is attempting to push up top lane against Azul. I mean, he's doing okay-ish, but I mean Raynor has no wave clear, so it's gonna be terrible. He will ultimately lose that and not achieve very much, sadly. But what can you do? I'm just come down here, gonna push bottom. The enemy team is level 10. We're in a rough spot. I'm gonna try clear this out again. We've got ETC down here who's got terrible wave clear as well. And we got Brightwing who's fairly decent actually, but need a little bit of an extra helping hand. You can see there's not really much else for me to do on the map right now, to be honest. All of our merc camps are gone. Raynor is dealing with top lane, or sorry, I should say slowly losing top lane. And yeah, they're pinging danger on me. They're worried someone might be there. That's okay. I'm just going to swing up here and start spreading some creep just to ensure that we can at least secure this siege camp early. The enemy team is level 11 to our level 8, well, almost level 9, so they could, if they wanted, and you can see they're kind of looking for it here, they could invade us very aggressively here at the siege camp. So I'm just laying out some creep kind of preemptively just to get some vision. You see, look at that, Greymane is already there scouting stuff out. He was scouting at the little coin camp there, see if he could find someone and catch them out. So I'm laying some creep out so Illidan can actually do this safely. Because we really need everything we can get right here to stay in this game. Level 7 I picked up more Q stacks. You can see kind of getting some value out of it right there. I think I missed this. Yeah, I missed that. But it doesn't really matter. Illidan is doing the camp. That's fine. Again, the whole enemy team is missing. So I'm really too scared to push out and do anything. I'm just going to help Illidan just finish this off. That's fine. I'll get like a... There we go. Regen orb right there and back up to full. The enemy team are probably doing their merc camps right now. Okay, they got to turn in. They're probably doing them. Again, I've got 12 coins, but like there's really no opportunity to turn in here. Our map position is so weak. And it's like we can't fight them in a team fight because our team fight is terrible too. Again, that's partially my fault for going for a split pushing Zagara. But I don't know. I think it's forgivable. I still think she's like absolutely amazing on this map. I think it's more so my team's fault. You can see this Greymane's really going hard on me here, and that's gonna do. I almost walk into a cannon shot though, which would have killed me, but he dies, so that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good, and it makes it all the more embarrassing that I died to Greymane earlier on in this game. Makes it really embarrassing because he's done a couple of really stupid aggressive dives so far, and I really should not be dying to that at all. Like that's really bad play for me to die to that earlier on. Very, very bad. Anyway, I have picked up Nydus network, and hopefully my build can sort of come online right now. Basically, I suppose the theory is getting kind of caught out here, but I mean, once again, it's like we really don't have much team fight. Oh well. The theory is that I will hopefully be able to set up Nydus networks around the map and just be able to hop around them, be able to just like pick up those mercs really easily. This is actually pretty great. This Kael'thas getting caught way out of position. A really nice Divine Shield though, does keep him alive. Arthas is flanking around the side. I'm going to hop in here, just get some mana back. This is actually pretty gnarly position. Yeah, I maybe should have not stayed here. There's a Greymane. Greymane is going to kill me. I'm doing as much damage as I can. Actually, no, Greymane doesn't actually manage to kill me. That's fine. I'll hop into that Nydus worm. But you can see, they're just walking all over us. Like, again, go back and watch the draft of this again. I think, like, this is all the draft. This is all in the draft that this happens, that we lost this. I do think that the Zagara pick was a good pick overall. Again, I was kind of stuck for time to decide, but I do think she's good. I think she is tier 1 on this map. The issue is that, again, the rest of the team's picks were quite poor, and it's put us behind, and Zagara really suffers when you're behind. You can see the enemy team is just able to push through. We're able to clear out my creep and my Nydus worms. We're not able to get any map pressure, and it's like, what is the value of Nydus worms if I can only place them at our keeps? There's really no value to it at all. You really want those Nydus worms to at least push up halfway into the map, hopefully. We're just not able to make that happen, though. Not able to make it happen. They're like, we can't do anything. We can't push them. We can't team fight. We can't do anything. And it sucks. It's unfortunate. Oh well. We'll see how the rest of the game goes, though. You know, we might. All the same, even when you're completely outcomped, you can still sometimes win. It can happen. It's not impossible. You can see I'm going to pop out here and just annoy this Greymane. Not really able to do too much. Rainer's here, but again, Rainer just really can't do very much as a hero in general either. But I would like to be down here. They've actually picked up a Merc camp, so this is actually fairly good. I was kind of considering what level 13 talent I could even pick up at this stage. I think I decide that I'm going to go for... I think I get the Hydralisk transfusion, which is... I think it's okay. And basically my theory was... yeah, give me a bit of extra healing in team fights. I'm really not confident that we'll actually have any creep beside us during these team fights. But here you go, we're clearing this out. Level 4, by the way, I picked up Nydus Blades. This is my personal favorite. It's a lot more wave clear and push. I feel it's just generally speaking the most useful. It also does quite a bit of damage in team fights, you know. It's a whole bunch of extra damage. You're kind of spreading around the place. So here we go. I finally got a bit of a Nydus network set up in each of the lanes. They're a little bit sort of pushed out, kind of. Not really, but kind of. Our teammates are doing a kind of nice thing here. Kind of sneaky thing, trying to take the boss. Looks like, though, they have been spotted by Zool. They got the boss very low. That's a pretty nice mosh pit, but there you go. Like, the Metamorphosis comes out and he doesn't do much at all. Rainer dies down bottom. And there we go. The Illidan is just getting totally countered by Zool, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, you can see there that there's no synergy between Illidan and the mosh pit. This is kind of funny. He actually picked Pyroblast. I hadn't actually realized that. If I had, I probably would have picked Spell Shield. I was thinking of going back in. I'm going to throw some damage in, because I did see that ETC was alive and that the enemy team was quite low, but at the same time, I really don't want to lose all these coins, and they have a lot of damage. So yeah, Brightwing says, what a terrible match, pure disaster. But I mean, like, I really have to say again, like, this was lost in the draft. I think it was. It's just, our team, they drafted a very, very weak composition. Yeah, they drafted a really weak comp, pretty much from pick 1. I think the Brightwing pick was fine, but honestly, I'm highly critical of all other 3 members of our team, and it's really showing here. Like, we're just getting overrun. There's no other way to put it. This is a complete stomp, level 18 to 14, and it's just total lack of drafting skill is essentially the problem right here. You know, maybe I should have picked a more consistent hero. And that's one of the things I found with Zagara. It's kind of like picking the Lost Vikings or something early on. And yeah, it's something I've kind of learned. It's something I learn and then I unlearn. Or I kind of forget. I kind of get too hopeful. Or I set my expectations too high. But it's like when I'm a team captain, it's something for myself. I need to kind of shy away from these more team-reliant heroes, because you can't guarantee that you're going to get an actual team. You want to pick something that's going to work relatively independent of your team. So for that reason, like, I've kind of learned over the course of this ranked season, like, don't pick Johanna if you're team captain. Don't do it, because you could be screwed. Don't pick the Lost Vikings if you're team captain. Don't pick Zagara if you're team captain. There's just a lot of heroes that you can't pick if you're team. Don't pick Abathur if you're team captain. Definitely, I can definitely feel much more comfortable picking them if I'm not team captain, because it means that hopefully you've got a better standard team. But it's like, if you pick something like the Lost Vikings or Zagara, and then your team doesn't know how to draft around them, you can leave yourself at a huge disadvantage. You can see, like, I've got pretty much no Nydus network set up anywhere at all. Like, we've been completely pushed in. It's just, it's been a completely ineffective pick, but apart from, like, my initial play in the game was absolutely awful. Like, dying at the start was absolutely awful. There's no two ways about it. But apart from that, I don't think it's really been my fault that I've been so unimpactful. I think it's purely been a problem of team composition. ETC is looking to interrupt there. I'm not going to help him like Raynor is, but I'm not, because I can see that Illidan and Brightwing aren't nowhere nearby. I'm going to hop out and actually pick these up. Our team is fighting now, so Illidan isn't here though, but we're fighting level 19 to 16. Yeah, without Illidan there, ETC just dies instantly. Yeah, Brightwing is just trolling. I think I get kind of salty and report Brightwing as well, which is maybe a little bit too harsh. But again, I was just purely, after this game, I was very much in a mood of like, ain't nobody got time for that shit. Just, no, I'm just done. Very frustrating game overall. But I thought it was interesting to bring to you. Yeah, he's just being kind of sarcastic, and I was just like, yeah, no. Okay. We were close. So I mute him, and then I just get salty. Like, no, I'm not just silencing him. I'm gonna report him as well. So yeah, needless to say, very salty, very frustrating game. But I thought it was interesting, and an interesting insight into how to draft badly. Let's put it that way. As some of the weaknesses, I thought hopefully it'd be kind of fun. And yeah, I'm not ashamed of putting up some losses, and you can see some big mistakes, like huge mistakes for me. I gave that a 1-star rating, but I mean, yeah, I mean, go back and watch the draft and just see how it all falls apart. You can even like silence it and just watch the draft for yourselves, and it's pretty terrible. So thank you for watching, everyone. I'll be back next time with some actual good gameplay. Actual good gameplay. So I'll see you all then. Bye bye.